My name is Stuart. I'm from So Many Things in Mount Dora, Florida. And today I'm going to show you how to make a rectangular block with a triangle in the center of it. It looks paper piece, but it's not. This is for our star hop this summer. The reason I'm making this video for you is our block is a 3" by 3 3/4 inch unfinished block, and it has a triangle in the center of it. This you cannot make from your standard Tri-Rex ruler. As I said, our block is 3 inches by 3 3/4 inches unfinished. Our finished block is 2½ inches by 3 1/4 inches. This is our unfinished block at 3 3/4 inches by 3 inches. To start, I've drawn on a piece of graph paper a 3" by 3 3/4 inch rectangle. Inside of it, for our finished block, is 2½ inches by 3 1/4 inches. And then I've drawn the diagonal lines which show the triangle that I'm creating. Notice that they create a point here in the middle of the finished block. Okay, I've already pre-cut a piece of fabric at 3 inches by 3/4 inches. And I'm going to lay that face down on my graph paper. And then I'm going to tape it so it doesn't move. Notice when I drew my diagonal lines, I overshot the mark on either side. That way I can place my ruler and complete my lines on my piece of fabric. These lines are going to become my seam lines on my sewing machine. Okay, so notice I've just simply completed my lines on my fabric using a ruler and a pencil. Taking my tape off. There's the block. Notice that, and once again, I'm on the back side of the fabric. Okay, now I have my other piece of fabric, which I've already pre-cut, and I know it's going to fit. And I placed it 1/4 inch away. And I can fold it back to show you the 1/4 inch approximately. And notice there is a piece of fabric on either side of the white. Come to the sewing machine. I've chosen a foot where I can use the guide on the front of the foot to make sure that my line is straight and right along the drawn line. Okay, so here's the sewn line along my drawn line and my 1/4 inch back there. Now to our pressing station. Ready? I'm going to fold the piece of fabric that I'm using on the outside of my triangles back and press it. Now to the cutting station. Okay, I'm going to trim away the piece of pink fabric using the piece of white fabric as a guide. Oh, shit. Okay, now we're going to go to our pressing station. And on the wrong side, this is the size of our unfinished rectangle. And I'm going to trim away the pink piece of fabric from the side first. And I do it from the side first, and this is very important, so I have a large enough piece of fabric to use on the other side. Now I'm going to trim away the top. And I am simply using the white piece of fabric as a guide to do my trimming. And now I pull away the pink fabric, put my ruler down for 1/4 of an inch away from the seam, and I trim off the bulk of my white fabric on the side that I've already sewn. So there's half of our triangle. Okay, now we're back to our sewing machine, and we're going to sew the other half of the triangle. Once again, I place my fabric 1/4 of an inch away, leaving a piece on either side. And following the line that I've drawn, which is my seam line, okay, here's my seam line. Notice right here at the corner, I've got a point, which is going to be the point on the front. Coming over to our pressing station, our piece face down, we're going to fold back our outer triangle and press it. Now to our trimming station. We're going to trim the pink away from the white on the side. On the top. Okay. There we go. And now fold the pink away. Place the ruler on the seam line 1/4 of an inch away to trim away the bulk of the white fabric from the back. And notice I have some dog ears down on the bottom, which I am going to then trim away. And now there's our perfectly pieced triangle in our rectangle that looks like I've paper pieced, but I haven't. I hope you've enjoyed this video today, remembering that you can practically make any size triangle in a rectangle block using this method, and it looks paper pieced, but again, it's not. Thank you.